Sanders party here in Washington, D.C. Let's check it out.
Enough is enough. We've got to raise that minimum wage to $15 an hour.
While presidential candidate Bernie Sanders may be old, he's attracting the attention of young voters by putting the social in socialists. Sanders gave a speech Wednesday night that streamed to thousands of house parties across the country. As supporters of the campaign gathered, we sat down for a drink with some of the youth fueling his 2016 race.
You look at the past midterm election, the number of young people who voted, it was pretty abysmal, so I think it's really important that we get them engaged and get them to care, and these events are such a cool social event.
Speaking to the millions of college voters across the country, Sanders stressed how important free tuition is and his vision for America.
Maybe, just maybe, in the wealthiest country in the history of the world, we should not have a situation where hundreds of thousands of bright and capable young people are unable to afford to go to college. They have the ability, they have the desire, they just don't have the money.
While many students support the ideas Sanders is putting forward, they do worry that Hillary Clinton may be a challenge for him in the primary elections.
Let's talk about Hillary. I mean, from a Democratic perspective, it almost seems like a lot of voters are split. They're not sure who to vote for. A lot of the ideals are very similar to Mr. Sanders. What are your thoughts?
I think that Sanders has a really good chance of beating her, but it's about getting people out to the polls during the primaries. I think he really appeals to a lot of the younger people, especially, and unfortunately we don't like to vote. So I think it's going to be really important to have him, or have younger people go out and vote to make sure he stands a chance against Hillary.
Sanders appeared confident in his chances as he thanked his followers for making more than 3,500 house parties happen across the country.
As you can see, supporters here are hoping they can take this party all the way to the White House. For News to Share in Washington, this has been Trey Eames.